Guys, welcome back. This is my philodendron update. This is after 3 weeks to a month, I'll say. If I'm mistaken, I'll put up a date, but I'm sure I'm quite on point here. If you remember, guys, I bought 4 different plants and I planted them up all together. Here it is. It is growing fantastically. And then the tallest plant was way growing and I chopped it here. And I took about, I would say, 7 cuttings from the tallest Philodendron Melanochrysum and I propagated them. So I'm going to give you the results of the propagation, as well as talking about how the plant did after cutting it. If you guys can see, guys, after 3 weeks, not long, a new leaf started coming out already. New growth point came popping out, and then a new leaf shooted out, which was absolutely amazing. Now, most importantly, guys, how did the cuttings do? The 7 cuttings that I took, because if you remember, guys, it's winter, it's cold, it was December, now it's January 2021. Did I? 2021. Yeah. Oh gosh, guys, the year has just flown by. Anyway, so the 7 cuttings, I'm going to first talk about 2 of them. They were put together, but now they are separated, and there's a reason they're separated. They all had leaves, but look at these, they have no more leaves on it any longer. That's because the leaves are brown and they fell off. But I'm still going to show you how the roots are doing. Before I talk about these with no leaves, let me talk about the surviving leaf cuttings. They did absolutely beautifully. If you remember, guys, I put candle wax at the bottom of them so they don't rot. Thankfully, they haven't rotted, and the roots came out amazingly. Look at that, guys. Look at the roots on that. They came out so beautifully. I'm going to pop them up today. These are these 2. This was not a top cutting. These both were a middle cutting. And there's a new shoot, if you guys could tell, just there, coming out. Very fast growers, absolutely amazing. Oh, and look, guys, this one is also coming out with a new shoot. There it is. I just realized that now, literally. God, I am so chuffed. So I'm going to pot them up, give them a fighting chance in soil now. Okay, so you're wondering what happened with the other ones. These, including a top cutting that was in here, brown and crisped, so I cut them off. They all did that. So I'm going to show you guys. They have grown absolutely no roots. It's just a wet stick. The candle wax is still on it, so the stem hasn't rotten, which is absolutely amazing, but there's no roots. There's no roots, guys, but it's mad. There is growth points. Look, can you see that there? It's like air. I've not experienced that before. It's not growing roots, but it's growing growth points, which gives me confidence that there will be roots soon. Hopefully. Again, another one. No roots, but a growth point. There. Let me show you another one. No roots. Oh, slightly popping out with roots. Can you guys see that one? But they're not water fresh roots. They're still the brown roots. But it's promising. It's coming. And another growth point there. Again, guys, I don't even remember which one was the top cutting, because I had to, even the top cutting, the top growth point had brown and fell off. Another one, guys, no roots, but look at that growth point. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, I'm just like, woohoo, you know, they all survived regardless of how. They just have growing growth points like this, even though the roots aren't coming out. I'm just like, I know they will survive kind of thing, if you know what I mean. If I upload this video in a week or two, I will give you the most recent updates on how they are all doing. Now, guys, let's pop this up and take it from there. Here's the 2 pots, guys, that I'm going to put them up in. Here's the soil that I've already made. I'm going to put slightly a little bit underneath there. Now the pots I'm going to keep a bit small so the plants feel more snug. When the roots develop more, that's when I am going to put them in a bigger pot. For now, I'm going to keep them in here with the aroid mix soil. The roots are in there, guys, hope you can see. And I'm just going to put in the soil. There. And I've kept the cuttings in a greenhouse, guys, because with a heat mat and light, because it's winter in London here and it's really cold, and I don't think they would have made it as far as they did had I just left them by a windowsill or something, because we don't get enough daylight at the moment in winter in England. So here it is, guys, perfectly potted up, very simple. So I'm going to water them twice a week, keep them back in my greenhouse and see how they do. So I will give you the most recent update very soon, guys, and give you a closer view of the actual mother plant. Hi guys, so this is a 2-week update since the last video. I thought I'll give you guys a close-up of how the plant looks. Here it is, guys. It's filled up in all corners of the moss pole, so it looks great. There are new growth points on each of the leaves, each of the plants that are growing. As you can see, here's another one. This is undergrow light, guys, so it's probably a bit difficult for you to see what I'm trying to show you, but here it is. This was the leaf that was unfurling, if you remember on the very last video, and this is the new growth point. So this is already unfurled and this is the growth point. Now, as you guys know, guys, this is called Melanochrysum, which means black gold. Look how beautifully black and the tint of gold it's got in there. You can see it clearly in the light. It looks beautiful. So this is how well it's been doing so far. So far so good. Oh yeah, can't complain. Covered most of the moss pole. Bit bare here, but that's because this one has tilted to one side and is growing up there. But nevertheless, it still looks beautiful. I will probably have to put it on a bigger moss pole or chop it again. So if you remember, guys, I chopped it there and I had 6 cuttings and it took about a month or 2 and oof, off we went. So now let's have a look at the cuttings and how they're doing. A further 2-week update since the last video. Now let's start with the sticks. If you remember, where I candle wax the bottom, here they are after 2 weeks.
they're still growing and doing very well. There's hardly any water roots. There are aerial roots, but no water roots. So that's that. Same with this, there is some water roots coming out. You know if it's water roots, guys, because they will be white. The aerial roots are normally brown, a darkish color, just like this, which grows on the plant naturally as it grows on the plant. But once you put it in water, they start growing white roots, which are the normal roots, which will be stable enough to put into soil soon enough. But aerial roots are not stable enough to soil up, and the growth point is still there. They're growing slowly but surely, they're getting there. There you go, growth point, but no water roots, just normal aerial roots. But as long as the stick is healthy and happy, it can take as long as it wants. I've got forever, as long as they don't die on me, guys. And then moving along, the one that had a leaf on it, there was two that had leaves on it, guys. One of the leaf also brown and dropped, but we still have a growth point, and the leaf, a new leaf will be growing from here very soon. I'll give it another 2 weeks or so, and this is the new leaf coming out from here. I'll give that another week. It's looking very, very good. But yeah, guys, that's about it. A very, very quick 2-week update since the last video you just seen on this same YouTube channel. Yeah, so this is how it's looking, guys. I hope you're pleased, because I am. And yeah, guys, love you lots. Please do come back and visit me again. Take care, guys. Bye.